this quiet moment, as you settle into stillness, let your breath soften and allow your mind to drift into the vast and gentle story of everything. This is not a story of noise or chaos, not a story of explosions or violence, but a story of slow, cosmic unfolding, a story of the universe stretching awake, like a dream moving from darkness into light. As you listen, feel yourself floating gently, as if you are drifting through a calm, infinite sea. Tonight, we travel to the very beginning, to the first moment, to the place where time itself blinked into existence, to the quiet origin of all that is, the Big Bang. But before the beginning, there was no universe, no stars, no space, no time. There was only stillness, a quiet so complete that even the concept of nothing did not yet exist. No direction, no distance, no past, no future, only a peaceful, silent, motionless potential, waiting softly, patiently, and then gently, almost like the universe, exhaling for the very first time. Something changed. In a moment smaller than a heartbeat, smaller than a flicker of thought, smaller than anything we can imagine, existence began, not with a roar, not with a crash, but with a subtle unfolding, a quiet release, a gentle expansion of pure energy and light. The universe did not burst outward into space. Space itself blossomed from within it, like a flower opening in slow motion, from a point softer than a whisper. In this serene beginning, everything was warm, bright, and smooth. The newborn universe glowed with a soft, uniform radiance, a warm, gentle haze filling all of existence. Energy drifted and danced. Light swirled softly, and the fabric of space stretched, smoothly, quietly, like silk unfolding in the wind. There was nothing to interrupt this calm expansion, nothing to disturb its peace, just pure light, pure warmth, pure possibility. For a long, peaceful moment, the universe was simply a gentle sea of glowing energy, a cosmic warmth embracing itself. As the universe expanded, it breathed, slowing down, cooling, relaxing, and in this cooling, something delicate began to happen. Tiny particles of matter emerged from the ocean of light, softly, gently, as if they were drifting into place like calm snowflakes. Quarks, electrons, neutrinos, the first little ingredients of everything that would ever exist. They floated peacefully in the warm glow, joining, separating, joining again, like soft ripples spreading through a quiet pond. For many moments, the universe was a warm fog of light and tiny particles, calm, still, slowly settling. And as millions of years drifted by, the universe continued to cool, continued to stretch, continued to soften. Eventually, light began to move freely. For the first time, the fog lifted, The glow settled, and a gentle transparency filled the universe. Like mist clearing at dawn, the universe became clear, quiet, open. A soft darkness settled across space, not an empty darkness, but a peaceful, warm, welcoming darkness, a darkness filled with calm, with silence, with infinite potential. Hydrogen drifted in vast, gentle clouds. Helium floated in smooth, endless waves. The universe was calm, open, waiting for the first spark, waiting for the first light. Slowly, so slowly, gravity began to gather the quiet clouds of hydrogen, pulling them together with gentle, patient hands. Clouds drifted, merged, thickened. In the deep calm of cosmic night, the first star began to form, not suddenly, not violently, but softly, quietly, the way a candle flame rises from a spark. Pressure built gently, heat rose slowly, and then, in a peaceful glow, the first star ignited. A warm light, soft, steady, spreading through the darkness. The universe was no longer silent. It was softly glowing. One star, then another, and another, like distant lanterns lighting up across a vast, quiet valley. For the first time, the cosmos shimmered. For the first time, light had a home. These early stars, gigantic and bright, burned with gentle radiance, warming the darkness around them. They lived brief lives, but beautiful ones, and when they faded, their light spread out softly, carrying with it the first heavy elements: carbon, oxygen, iron, the quiet ingredients of life. These gentle gifts drifted through space, blown like seeds on a cosmic breeze. New stars formed from the clouds enriched by the old. Small ones, steady ones, stars that would burn for billions of calm, patient years. Around them, new worlds began to take shape. Dust gathered into rings, rings into clumps, clumps into planets. Quietly, gradually, like clay settling in still water, stars grouped together, collecting into galaxies, spiral arms curling softly, like the petals of a sleeping flower. Across billions of years, the universe settled into harmony, a vast, peaceful structure, woven from gravity, light, and time. And in one quiet corner of one modest galaxy, around a gentle yellow star and a small, calm world, life began to stir, softly, slowly, like the universe taking a deeper breath. But all of this, every star, every planet, every life, began from that quiet, glowing seed of the Big Bang. A moment of soft creation, of warm expansion, of gentle unfolding. A moment where everything, absolutely everything, began its peaceful journey. And as you rest now, as your mind drifts like a cloud through the calm dark of space, remember that you too are part of this quiet beginning, You are made of ancient atoms, forged in the first stars. Your body carries the soft light of the early universe. Your breath is the echo of that first expansion. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are its continuation, its expression, its quiet whisper. Feel that connection now, deep and calm, as you drift gently into rest, held by the same universe that began in silence so long ago. As you continue drifting, let your breath settle like gentle dust, floating through the quiet of space. The universe, even now, is still expanding, still stretching softly, like the long, slow inhale of an endless being. And we, tiny and peaceful, inside its embrace, continue to float through this cosmic calm. After the first stars lit up the darkness, the universe entered one of its most tranquil eras, a long, graceful unfolding of light, motion, and balance. Galaxies emerged like slow-turning whirlpools, vast spirals gently rotating in silence, so wide that a beam of light, moving at the fastest possible speed, would take hundreds of thousands of years just to cross their glowing arms. Imagine these galaxies, millions of them, billions, each drifting quietly through a soft black ocean, each galaxy glowing with the calm breath of countless stars. And in this cosmic drift, nothing was rushed, nothing was hurried. The universe moved with patience, with softness, with the same deep calm that is now surrounding you. As the stars continued their slow, steady burning, clouds of dust and gas gathered around them. These clouds moved like silent rivers, flowing through space, sometimes spreading thin, like mist in morning air, and sometimes gathering into thick, soft blankets, ready to form new stars. In one of those quiet clouds, in a peaceful corner of the Milky Way, another star was gently forming. A cloud of hydrogen and dust collapsed inward, slowly, steadily, pulled by the soft hands of gravity. The more it collapsed, the warmer it became, until at last, the quietest flicker of fusion lit inside its core. This newborn star was warm, steady, and calm, not massive enough to burn violently, not small enough to fade quickly, just right, balanced, peaceful. This was our sun, long before any planets circled it, long before Earth existed, long before life opened its eyes. For millions of years, the young sun glowed alone, a gentle lantern adrift in a dark, silent sea. Around it, dust swirled, like fine powder stirred by a soft breeze. These tiny grains met each other, with the lightest touch, sticking together, growing, forming clumps, forming stones, forming mountains of drifting rock. Piece by piece, moment by moment, these quiet collisions gave birth to worlds. Some grew into gas giants, massive and majestic. Others remained rocky and small. And one of these rocky worlds, softly forming in a distant orbit, would one day become Earth. But not yet. At this time, it was only a molten sphere of fire and stone, glowing quietly as it cooled across millions of years. Volcanoes erupted slowly, their lava flowing like thick, glowing rivers. Meteorites fell softly through the sky, adding new minerals to the surface of the world. Steam rose from the hot rocks, gathering into thick clouds, and eventually, rain fell, not for minutes, not for hours, but for thousands and thousands of years. Rain cooling the planet, rain forming oceans, rain smoothing the surface of this young, quiet world. Eventually, Earth became a calm blue sphere, nestled in the soft glow of sunlight. The oceans shimmered gently, the air cooled, and in the warm, shallow waters, something stirred. Life began, not suddenly, not dramatically, but softly, quietly, the way dawn turns darkness into morning, without ever making a sound. Tiny molecules gathered into patterns. Patterns grew into structures. Structures replicated themselves. In the warm tide of the ocean, life was delicate, simple, barely more than a whisper, but it was alive, and throughout millions of years, these quiet, microscopic beings drifted through the oceans as the only life on Earth. The universe around them continued its vast, peaceful expansion. Galaxies drifted, stars burned softly, nebulas shimmered like cosmic clouds, while Earth slowly turned, gently orbiting its sun. In perfect balance, millions of years became billions. Life on Earth grew more complex, with the same slow patience that shaped the galaxies. Cells gathered into clusters. Clusters turned into simple organisms. Plants, animals, and ecosystems unfolded like the petals of a gentle cosmic flower. Creatures swam through the calm oceans. Forests grew dense and silent. Mountains rose and eroded under the soft touch of wind and rain. And for all this time, the universe remained patient, watching, expanding, breathing its eternal, gentle breath. As more stars formed, as more planets emerged, as galaxies quietly drifted, farther and farther apart, the calm of the universe never broke. Even the deaths of stars, those gentle collapses that created elements of life, were part of a slow, peaceful cycle. A star would swell, growing brighter, warmer, like a lantern burning its last oil. Then softly, it would release its outer layers in glowing waves of gas and light, creating colorful nebulae that drifted like cosmic clouds. These clouds, rich with new elements, provided the seeds for entirely new generations of stars. A cosmic rhythm, a cycle of birth and return, a peaceful, endless motion. And all the while, Earth continued its calm turn. Around the sun, creatures evolved. Some vanished, others thrived, and one day, a new kind of being emerged. A being with curiosity, a being with wonder, a being who looked up at the night sky and felt something stir inside. Humans, quiet observers of the cosmos, made of the same atoms that formed in ancient stars, atoms older than the earth, older than the sun, older even than the galaxy. Inside every breath you take are particles forged billions of years ago in the peaceful glow of the early universe. And now, in this moment, you are reconnecting with that calm, that softness, that ancient, deep stillness, the same stillness that existed before stars were born, before galaxies formed, before the universe was even transparent, a stillness that has always been here, buried beneath the noise of life, but never gone. As you float through this narration, as your mind grows quiet, you are drifting back into that early cosmic calm, a calm with no edges, no weight, no boundaries, just endless, peaceful space. The universe, even now, is continuing its slow expansion, galaxies gliding away from each other, like gentle ripples spreading across a pond, space stretching softly, smoothly, without rush, without force, and you are a part of this expansion. You are a part of this calm. Your atoms, your breath, your thoughts, all connected to this quiet, cosmic unfolding. As you rest, you are returning to the soft, ancient glow that has guided the universe from the very beginning. You are stardust, peacefully floating in the great, gentle sea of existence. Let that calmness settle deep within you now as you continue to drift through the story of everything, slowly, softly, peacefully, as the quiet universe continued its slow, graceful expansion. A new kind of beauty began to emerge, not in sudden bursts, not in loud creation, but in soft, patient shaping. Galaxies, once scattered clouds of stars, grew more defined. Their spiral arms stretched smoothly, like the calm swirl of cream in warm tea. Their cores glowed steadily, housing ancient stars that burned with a gentle, golden calm. These galaxies drifted, not tumbling, not colliding violently, but floating with the slow confidence of something that has all the time in the world. Some galaxies formed elegant spirals, graceful, balanced, serene. Others became soft ellipses, glowing like hazy lanterns in the deep darkness, and between them stretched vast oceans of quiet space, so still, so silent, that even light took millions of years to cross from one galaxy to the next. In this grand stillness, gravity continued its delicate work, gathering stars into clusters, clusters into groups, groups into long, smooth filaments that stretched across the universe like gentle threads woven in a cosmic tapestry. These threads became the largest structures in existence, calm, elegant bridges of matter, connecting galaxies across unimaginable distances, all shaped by the faint, silent pull of gravity, and even this gravity, this quiet sculptor, was influenced by something deeper, something unseen, something softer than any light. Dark matter, invisible, silent, but present everywhere, forming halos around galaxies, guiding their motion, holding them gently so they do not drift apart too quickly. Dark matter does not shine. It does not glow. It does not speak. It is simply there, quietly supporting the structure of the universe, just like the quiet thoughts that drift beneath your consciousness, shaping your dreams, even as you sleep. And beyond even this, there was something more subtle. Dark energy, a soft, gentle pressure that pushed space itself to expand faster and faster, like a slow, deep breath that never ends. Dark energy was the quiet force guiding the universe toward ever greater distances, ever greater calm, ever greater emptiness, yet never in a violent way. Always smooth, always gentle, the universe continued to unfold like a serene cosmic lotus, opening its petals in infinite slow motion. As this expansion continued, stars lived out their peaceful lifetimes. Some stars, small and steady, burned their hydrogen slowly, calm flames glowing for trillions of years. Others, more massive, lived bright but brief lives, shining with intense beauty before softening into quiet embers in the final moments of a star's life, when its fuel faded and its warmth began to dim. Gravity gently took over. Some stars collapsed inward, forming white dwarfs, tiny dense spheres, glowing with a steady, peaceful light. For billions of years, others became neutron stars, small, quiet, spinning gemstones made of tightly packed particles that hummed softly in the fabric of space. And a few, the most massive and luminous, folded in on themselves until their gravity grew so strong that not even light could escape. Black holes, silent, calm, mysterious, rather than violent monsters. Black holes were simply the universe's way of storing matter quietly, a deep stillness where time stretched and space curved gently inward. Around these black holes, stars circled slowly, like fireflies gliding around a deep, quiet well. Gas drifted toward them in large, soft spirals, moving not in chaos, but in slow, steady arcs that glowed faintly as they descended inward. Even the most powerful energies of the universe expressed themselves with patience, with balance, with calm. As billions of years passed, galaxies grew older, their stars matured, new stars were born from quiet clouds, while older stars dimmed and drifted into silence. The universe was aging gracefully. Meanwhile, in our own Milky Way, a peaceful spiral of soft, glowing arms, life on Earth continued its gentle evolution. Tiny organisms multiplied silently. In the oceans, coral reefs grew like delicate lacework. Beneath the waves, forests spread with soft green breath. Across the land, wind drifted through leaves. Rivers carved slow paths through stone. Sunlight warmed the surface with a tender golden glow. And throughout all this time, the stars continued to shine in quiet companionship, their steady light guiding life on Earth, just as ancient stars guided the formation of the early universe. Humans looked up and saw these lights, soft points scattered across the darkness, and felt wonder, a gentle, deep wonder that connected them to something larger, something older, something infinitely calm. They began to tell stories of the stars, stories of creation, of gods, of spirits, stories whispered around fires, in temples, in quiet homes. Slowly, as curiosity deepened, humans learned to observe the sky. With intention, they charted the movements of stars, watched the phases of the moon, measured the drifting glow of distant planets, and in time, they realized something profound. The universe was not static. It was not fixed. It was expanding, slowly, softly, like the rise of a calm tide. Galaxies were drifting away in all directions. Space itself was stretching gently. The universe had a beginning rooted in warmth, in softness, in light. And now, in this moment, you are living inside that same expanding calm. Every breath you take contains atoms forged in the first stars. Every heartbeat ripples with energy that once moved freely through the early universe. You are not separate from this cosmic story. You are a chapter of it, a peaceful, quiet continuation of a tale that began long before Earth existed. As you rest now, feel the slow expansion of space, mirrored in your breath. Each inhale, a soft widening. Each exhale, a gentle release. The universe is expanding with you. You are expanding with the universe. And every moment that passes brings more stillness, more calm, more space for your mind to drift and settle as galaxies continue their silent motions, as stars burn their slow, steady flames, as the universe grows older and softer. You are carried by its calm. You are drifting on the gentle tide of cosmic time, held, supported, at peace. Let that peace sink deeper now as you float in the soft darkness between the stars, calm, quiet, infinite. And as the universe continued its silent expansion, something gentle began to happen, something so subtle that it could almost be mistaken for a soft sigh drifting through the endless night. The energy that once raged like a storm had settled, cooling, calming, slowing, as though the universe itself was settling into a quiet, rhythmic breath. The early universe, dense and warm, now stretched wider and softer, like a blanket being gently pulled across an infinite bed of time. Temperatures fell, light found space to travel farther, and the first hints of structure, tiny ripples, smaller than whispers, started to guide matter into patterns. Patterns that would one day become everything. In this vast calmness, hydrogen drifted like soft cosmic mist. Helium floated alongside it, glowing faintly in the cooling dark. There was no hurry, no sound, no rush, just a peaceful drifting of the universe's very first ingredients. Millions of years passed with the softness of a long, restful exhale. Then something quiet but extraordinary began to occur. Gravity, patient and gentle, started pulling these drifting clouds together. Not suddenly, not forcefully, more like a slow embrace, a tender gathering. Atoms that had wandered alone since the dawn of creation were brought closer, and closer, and closer still, until warmth began to bloom again inside them. These clouds grew denser, warmer, brighter. The universe, once dark and empty, was preparing to light its first candle. And then, after hundreds of millions of years of stillness, the darkness finally broke. A star ignited, not with violence, not with noise, but with a soft, glowing warmth that spread gently through the cosmic night. The first stars shimmered into existence like tiny lanterns hung across a sleeping sky. Their light traveled outward, touching regions of space that had never known illumination. The universe, once a silent sea of shadows, was now sprinkled with the soft glow of starlight. These stars lived slow, graceful lives. Some grew massive and radiant, shining like cosmic beacons. Others flickered small and steady, glowing like distant embers. Clusters began forming, families of stars held together by gravity's quiet hand. And in time, these clusters gathered into vast, swirling islands. Galaxies. The universe now resembled a peaceful ocean of glowing spirals and drifting clouds, each galaxy rotating with unhurried grace, each star cradled in its celestial home, each photon traveling gently across the expanding space. In one of these galaxies, a modest spiral, far out on one of its arms, a small cloud of gas began its own slow dance of collapse. A gentle swirling, a soft tightening, a warm glow forming at its center. This cloud would someday become a star, and around it, tiny specks of dust would drift, collide, join together, forming worlds, places for oceans, places for mountains, places for life, places for dreamers. But for now, everything remained slow, peaceful, unforced. The universe was still settling into itself, finding its rhythm, its balance, its quiet harmony. Relax into that thought. A universe unfolding with patience. A cosmos blossoming in silence. Everything exactly where it needs to be. Everything moving at the pace of eternity. And as you drift deeper into calmness, Imagine yourself floating through this early universe, weightless, unbound, cradled in cosmic stillness, surrounded by soft starlight and infinite, gentle space. The journey continues, and the universe keeps expanding, breathing, creating. Slowly, beautifully, peacefully, the universe, now filled with the soft glow of the first stars and the gentle swirl of galaxies, continued its patient journey. Space itself stretched quietly, carrying matter, light, and energy along with it. Every motion was smooth, deliberate, as if the cosmos were breathing in a slow, eternal rhythm. Around these young stars, clouds of gas and dust moved like soft currents in a silent ocean. They drifted, mingled, and sometimes gathered into larger clumps. These clumps, guided by gravity's gentle hand, grew denser and warmer over countless ages, and in their quiet gathering, they prepared the stage for the next chapter of creation. In a peaceful corner of a calm galaxy, a small, gentle sun began to shine steadily. It was not the first star, nor the brightest, but it burned softly, faithfully, illuminating the quiet expanse around it. Around this sun, tiny particles drifted and slowly collided, sticking together in a tender, deliberate dance. Stone by stone, pebble by pebble, these particles formed larger bodies, coalescing into small worlds. Some were destined to remain barren, some would grow oceans, and one in particular would become a haven for life. Time on this small world moved with patience. Millions of years passed like quiet breaths. The molten surface cooled. Volcanoes softened into gentle slopes. Oceans formed, reflecting the light of distant stars. The atmosphere grew thick and tender, cradling the planet like a soft, invisible blanket. Life, delicate and nearly invisible, began to stir in the warm waters. Tiny organisms multiplied slowly, peacefully. They drifted in the calm oceans, each motion gentle, each movement unnoticed by the vast universe surrounding them. And yet, within these simple forms, a quiet miracle was unfolding. The molecules of life, forged from the remnants of long-dead stars, began to arrange themselves into patterns capable of growth, replication, and eventually thought. Meanwhile, across the expanse of space, galaxies continued their elegant drift. Some glimmered softly with young stars. Some held the quiet radiance of older, seasoned suns. Nebulae floated like vast, luminous clouds, cradling new generations of stars within their gentle folds. Black holes, calm and silent, bent space and time around them, holding matter in tender stillness, shaping galaxies without a single sound. Dark matter, unseen yet present, remained the quiet scaffold of all cosmic architecture. Dark energy pushed space to expand, stretching the universe wider and wider, yet always gently, always softly, never harshly. Back on Earth, life inched forward with slow precision. Creatures multiplied, disappeared, and multiplied again. Simple cells gradually formed more complex arrangements. Forests grew with a hushed patience. Rivers carved their paths with silent, tireless persistence. Mountains rose and eroded under the gentle hand of time. The world, in all its beauty, was a reflection of the calm patience of the universe itself. And then, in its own quiet time, consciousness emerged, a being capable of thought, curiosity, and wonder appeared. This being looked up at the night sky, dimly aware of the stars beyond, and felt a connection, a soft, inexplicable understanding of belonging. Every atom in their body traced its origin to the first moments of the cosmos, the first stars, and the gentle flow of space-time itself. The universe whispered to them in the soft glow of starlight, a reminder of its vast, patient, endless calm. Now, as you rest and drift with this narration, imagine yourself as part of that timeless journey. You too are composed of star stuff. You too are cradled in the same silent expansion. You breathe in harmony with the slow rhythm of the cosmos. Each heartbeat is a quiet echo of creation itself. Each breath a gentle reminder of the calm, vast unfolding that has been happening for billions of years. And in this deep connection, feel yourself letting go of all tension. Let your thoughts float away, like particles drifting gently in the cosmic sea. Feel the warmth of the universe surrounding you. Feel the gentle light of distant stars touching every corner of your mind. Let your body, your mind, your spirit relax, as though floating in the vast, eternal stillness between galaxies. The universe continues to expand. The stars continue to shine. The galaxies continue their slow, elegant drift. And you are part of it all, silent, calm, peaceful, and endless. Breathe, drift, float, and know that, like the universe itself, you are infinite, you are patient, you are safe. As you continue to drift, imagine the universe stretching quietly around you, its endless expanse unfolding like a vast, dark ocean. Each galaxy, a gentle ripple upon its serene surface. Each star a soft point of warmth. Each beam of light, a tender whisper, traveling across the quiet vastness of space. Time moves differently here, slow, unhurried, eternal. Billions of years pass like the long exhale of a deep, steady breath. Stars live and fade. Clouds of gas drift and swirl. Planets form, orbit, and settle into quiet motion. The universe flows like a slow river, gentle, soft, and constant. On Earth, life continues its calm, gradual unfolding. Simple creatures crawl across warm oceans, tiny movements echoing the rhythm of the universe. Plants rise from the water, stretching leaves toward distant sunlight, their growth measured in centuries, millennia, eons. Forests spread with patience, their shadows shifting silently under the gentle rotation of the world. Rivers carve their paths with tireless grace. Mountains rise, erode, and reform, following a pattern of slow, endless change. Volcanoes whisper molten streams into valleys, adding warmth and life, but never haste. The planet breathes quietly, a soft mirror of the universe that surrounds it. And as the first complex life emerges, the stars continue their serene vigil. Some burn with steady, golden light. Some flicker with a pale, patient glow. Nebulae drift lazily across space, their colors soft and soothing, a painter's brush on the canvas of eternity. Black holes, calm and mysterious, hold space and matter in tender balance, shaping the cosmos without sound or disruption. Dark matter remains unseen, silent yet essential, holding galaxies and stars in gentle harmony. Dark energy stretches space ever so softly, guiding the universe's expansion with quiet care. The story of the cosmos is one of patience, a slow unfolding of matter and light, an endless rhythm of creation and rest. Everything has its place. Everything moves in harmony, and everything is connected by the soft, invisible threads of gravity and time. On Earth, life continues to grow in this gentle rhythm. Tiny organisms merge into complex forms. Oceans teem with quiet motion, each wave a lullaby, each ripple a soft echo of the universe's calm expansion. Forests sway slowly in the breeze, leaves rustling like whispered secrets, and creatures move through the world with gentle curiosity, their lives quietly synchronized with the slow pulse of existence. Then, in a distant time, a new kind of awareness arises, a being capable of reflection, of thought, of wonder emerges. Humans look up at the night sky, their eyes tracing the soft paths of distant stars, their hearts quietly resonating with the calm rhythm of the cosmos. They sense, even if not fully consciously, that they are made of the same stardust as the first suns, that the atoms in their bodies have traveled through time and space from the very beginning of the universe. Every heartbeat, every breath, every thought echoes the slow expansion of galaxies, the gentle formation of stars, the patient orbit of planets. And now, in this moment, you too are part of that timeless rhythm, floating quietly through space and time, held by the same calm forces that shaped the stars and worlds. The universe does not hurry. It does not rush. It moves with infinite patience, expanding, glowing, forming, and resting. All at once, its beauty is quiet, understated, eternal. It stretches across eons and light years. Yet each atom, each photon, each molecule knows its place, follows its gentle path, and contributes to the vast, harmonious whole. As you rest now, imagine drifting among these galaxies. Feel the slow, steady glow of ancient stars brushing past you. Soft warmth bathing your skin, like the sun rising gently over a calm ocean. Feel the gentle pull of gravity guiding you through space, without resistance, without hurry, allowing you to float effortlessly. In the vast, eternal stillness, your breath matches the rhythm of the universe. Inhale, space expands. Exhale, stars shine softly. Inhale, planets orbit slowly. Exhale, life moves gently, patiently. Each moment is a continuation of the calm beginning. Each second a thread in the infinite tapestry of time. Across the universe, galaxies continue their silent drift. Stars are born live and fade in gentle cycles. Nebulae spread their soft light across the darkness. Planets revolve around their suns in slow, graceful arcs. And somewhere far away, life continues to unfold in quiet, patient wonder. You are part of this rhythm. You are part of this calm. Your mind, your body, your soul, all carried by the gentle, eternal flow of existence. Allow yourself to dissolve into this cosmic serenity, to merge with the quiet expansion of the universe, to float freely, weightless, at peace. Breathe deeply, float softly, drift further. Feel the universe cradling you, holding you in its calm, infinite embrace. Know that, as the universe has always expanded with patience and grace, so too does your mind and body settle now into gentle rest. You are safe. You are still. You are calm. You are part of the eternal flow of creation. As the universe continued its gentle expansion, the soft glow of countless stars spread across the cosmic sea, each one a quiet beacon, sending its light through the stillness of space. Galaxies drifted like slow-moving islands, their spirals unfolding with the grace of a long, peaceful breath. In this vast calmness, the universe carried within it the memory of every moment since the beginning, the first burst of light, the quiet darkness that followed, the soft unfolding of stars and worlds, all of it woven gently into the fabric of space-time, flowing like a serene river through eternity. Across billions of years, the cosmos matured. Galaxies grew larger. Their stars aged with patience. Their orbits settled into tranquil harmony. Clusters of galaxies gathered in wide, soft webs, connected by invisible threads of gravity that stretch like delicate strands of silk across unimaginable distances. Each galaxy, each cluster, each star moved in its own peaceful rhythm, guided by forces older than time itself. And yet, everything was connected, a quiet symphony playing across the darkness, where each motion, each shimmer, each breath was part of the same endless, soothing melody. In one humble corner of this infinite expanse, the Milky Way spun with gentle patience. Its spiral arms turned slowly, like the soft rotation of a cosmic windmill. Stars drifted in long, curved paths, their journeys taking millions of years, yet feeling as natural and effortless as leaves carried by a calm breeze. Inside this galaxy, tiny clouds of dust continued to gather, softly drifting together, slowly warming, quietly collapsing into new stars. The birth of each star was a peaceful glow, emerging from the soothing darkness, a gentle spark that added another warm breath to the universe's endless night. Around the sun, the Earth continued its quiet orbit, spinning softly, tilting gently, carrying within it the calm, patient story of life. Oceans glimmered under the faint light of distant stars. Wind moved through forests with the soft murmur of a lullaby. Life grew, changed, and evolved at a pace so slow, so delicate, that only the universe itself could keep measure. Creatures walked the earth, their movements guided by instinct and silence. Mountains rose in the distance, their peaks brushing the sky like gentle hands. Rivers wound through the land with quiet persistence, carving paths that mirrored the curves of galaxies drifting through space. In time, humans emerged, small beings with curious minds, hearts that felt deeply, and eyes that looked upward toward the glittering sky. They did not know at first that the light they saw had traveled for thousands, millions, even billions of years to reach them, but still they felt something, a soft, wordless connection to the stars that shimmered above. Slowly, patiently, humans began to understand that they were made of the same elements as the stars themselves: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, all forged long ago in the calm, glowing hearts of ancient suns. They realized that the universe was not a distant, separate place, but a gentle cradle that had shaped them, supported them, and held them since the beginning. And as this understanding grew, so did a quiet sense of awe, a peaceful wonder at the scale of the cosmos, and at the slow, deliberate way everything had unfolded. The universe had taken billions of years to make life possible. It had waited, patient and still, for living beings to rise, to think, to dream, to look up and feel the calm embrace of the stars. Now, as you listen, you are part of that story. You are connected to the first atoms that formed in the early universe. You carry within you the quiet memory of galaxies drifting, stars forming, planets cooling, oceans rising. You are a piece of the cosmos that became conscious of itself, a spark of awareness, floating gently in an infinite, calming sea. Let that thought soothe you. Let it soften your mind. Release your tension and ease your breath. Feel the universe around you, the endless space, the ancient light, the slow, steady rhythm of creation. Feel yourself floating, weightless, calm, safe, as though the stars themselves are watching over you, their soft glow whispering lullabies. Across the darkness, the universe continues to expand, quietly, peacefully, eternally, and you drift with it, carried gently through time and space, a traveler in the calm, ever-present stillness of the cosmos. And so the universe drifted onward, expanding with the softness of a slow, endless breath. Stars shimmered quietly across the cosmic ocean, their gentle light spreading through the dark. Like ripples across still water, time flowed without urgency, moving forward with the calm certainty of an eternal tide. Across the great web of galaxies, quiet cycles of creation continued. Stars were born in peaceful clouds of gas, shining softly for millions, sometimes billions of years. Then, when their time was complete, they faded, leaving behind delicate remnants, dust atoms and elements that would one day gather again into new stars, new worlds, new possibilities. There was no rush in these processes, no haste. Everything moved slowly, gracefully, guided by the gentle pull of gravity and the silent rhythm of space-time. Each event flowed into the next with effortless continuity, like one long exhale, drifting into another. On Earth, life followed that same rhythm. Plants stretched toward sunlight with patient stillness. Animals roamed forests and oceans in quiet harmony with their world. The wind flowed through valleys with a soft whisper, carrying the scent of trees and water. Rain fell in delicate patterns, nourishing the land with a calm, steady touch. And within this serene world, humanity continued to grow, not quickly, but gradually, step by gentle step. You learned to build, to explore, to love, to wonder. You charted the stars that had watched over you since long before your birth. You traced their patterns, mapped their positions, and listened to their soft, ancient light. With each passing generation, your understanding deepened. You discovered the age of the Earth, the life cycle of stars, the expanding nature of space. And with this knowledge came a calm realization that the universe, vast and ancient, was not something separate from you. It was your home, your origin, your quiet companion through all of time. Even now, as you rest and listen, you are surrounded by that cosmic stillness. The atoms in your body, the calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen you breathe, were all forged long ago in the peaceful hearts of stars that lived and died billions of years before Earth was born. You are made of history. You are made of starlight. You are made of the quiet unfolding of the universe itself. Across the galaxies, the gentle flow of creation continues. Nebulae float like luminous clouds. In the calm darkness, star clusters drift in wide orbits, their movement so slow, so serene, that only the universe itself can measure their journey. Dark matter holds everything in a silent, unseen embrace, a soft structure that keeps galaxies rising and spinning. In graceful harmony, dark energy stretches the cosmos with a steady, peaceful expansion, causing galaxies to drift farther apart, like petals carried gently by a breeze. In this endless stillness, life on Earth continues to evolve. Children grow with quiet wonder. Oceans breathe under the moonlight. Forests sway in calm rhythm with the turning of the planet. Mountains stand silently for millions of years, their peaks touching the sky with patient strength. And as humanity looks deeper into the cosmic night, you begin to sense something timeless, a comforting truth that you are not alone. In this vast expanse, you are connected to everything that has ever been, everything that is, and everything that will be. The universe is not simply outside you. It is within you. It flows in your breath, your heartbeat, your thoughts, your dreams. You are a moment in the universe's story, a gentle spark in an endless sea of time, not rushed, not pressured, simply present, floating softly in the calm, infinite embrace of creation. Let this realization ease your mind. Let your thoughts spread out lightly, like stardust drifting in open space. Let your body relax fully, as though gravity itself is holding you with a soft, steady hand. Feel each breath slow down, matching the quiet rhythm of the expanding cosmos. There is no urgency here, no disturbance, no noise, only the peaceful, rhythmic unfolding of existence itself. The universe continues to expand. Stars continue to shine. Galaxies continue to drift. And you, gentle, calm, timeless, drift with them, floating in the quiet heartbeat of creation as the universe continued its gentle expansion. The slow, patient unfolding of the cosmos led to something even more delicate, something soft and fragile, yet full of quiet potential. In a small corner of a peaceful galaxy, a young star warmed the space around it with a gentle, steady glow. Planets circled it in calm, looping orbits, moving like dancers, drifting across an endless ballroom of silence. One of these planets, blue warm, wrapped in soft layers of air, began to chain. Water pooled on its surface, gathering into oceans that shimmered under the faint touch of starlight. Clouds drifted across its sky with slow, graceful movements. Volcanoes whispered heat into the early atmosphere. Rain fell in soft rhythms, carrying minerals and warmth into the waiting seas. And in those quiet oceans, something incredibly gentle began to stir. Not sudden, not loud, not dramatic, but slow, subtle, like a small ripple spreading across still water. Life began. Tiny molecules found one another, drifting in warm currents like grains of cosmic dust. They touched, joined, bonded, and began to form patterns, simple at first, but enough to create the first spark of motion, the first hint of growth, the first whisper of life's long journey. Millions of years passed in quiet cycles. Life grew, divided, multiplied, and drifted peacefully through the oceans. Sunlight warmed the shallow waters. The tides rose and fell with gentle rhythm. The planet breathed in calm harmony with its star. Slowly, softly, simple cells became more complex. They joined together, forming new shapes, new bodies, new possibilities. Plants began to spread across the land. Forests appeared, their leaves rustling with the soft breath of the wind. Creatures crawled from the oceans, testing the world beyond the waves. Evolution moved with patient grace, step by step, never rushing, always flowing in the quiet rhythm of time. Dinosaurs roamed the earth for millions of years, their footsteps echoing through forests that swayed gently under the calm light of the sun. When their time faded away, the world grew quiet again, allowing new creatures, smaller, softer, more delicate, to rise. Among them, early humans emerged, tiny beings compared to the ancient giants, but carrying something the earth had never seen before: awareness. They gazed at the stars at night, feeling a soft connection to the glowing points above. They did not know why, but they sensed that these lights were part of their story. They felt deep inside that they were not separate from the universe, but made of it. They were right. The atoms in their bodies came from long-dead stars. The oxygen they breathed was crafted in ancient cosmic furnaces. The warmth in their hearts echoed the gentle heat of the universe's earliest moments. Humans spread slowly across the world, carrying with them curiosity, wonder, and dreams. They built shelter, created fire, formed families, and told stories under the slow arc of the stars. Night after night, they watched the sky, noticing patterns, tracing constellations, whispering meanings into the vastness above. They did not know it, but each story they told was a quiet echo of the universe's own unfolding. Soft, slow, beautiful, civilizations rose and fell like gentle waves upon a cosmic shore. Languages formed, music appeared, art blossomed, and knowledge expanded, reaching out like branches toward starlight. Humanity built telescopes, machines, and instruments that could hear the soft hum of space itself. For the first time, you could see galaxies far beyond your own and measure the quiet expansion that had been unfolding since the beginning. And with every discovery, every glimpse into the cosmic deep, humans understood more clearly. They belonged to something vast, something ancient, something calm and eternal. Now, as you rest, you too are part of this long, peaceful journey. Your body carries the memory of stardust. Your mind carries the spark of a universe that has been unfolding for billions of years. Your breath rises and falls with the same slow rhythm that guides galaxies across space. You are connected to everything, to Earth, to the stars, to the quiet expansion of time. And as the ancient Earth continued its slow rotation beneath the starlit vault, something subtle began to shift. Not in the oceans, nor in the mountains, nor in the quiet breath of the forests, but in the tiny, shimmering sparks of awareness that lived behind the eyes of early humans. A new kind of flame appeared in the universe, not a flame of fire, not a flame of stars, but a flame of understanding, a flame of knowing. Because somewhere, on a small blue world drifting through emptiness, a species had begun to wonder where it came from, what it was, and why the stars above seemed to whisper stories older than memory, even as they sat around small fires, watching embers rise into the dark. They lifted their eyes to the sky, and without books, without instruments, without technology, they felt, deep in their bones, that the universe was far, far bigger than the little world around them. They began carving symbols into stone. They began telling stories about the sky. They began dreaming about the beginning of everything. And the universe, in its infinite quietness, simply watched, because the same atoms that were once forged in the hearts of giant stars were now telling stories through human mouths. The same particles that danced in the first seconds after the Big Bang were now forming thoughts, ideas, memories. You say the universe did not just give birth to planets. It gave birth to awareness, to reflection, to memory, to you. Every breath you take, every moment you pause, every thought that floats gently through your mind is made of matter, almost 14 billion years old. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, thinking about itself. As time passed, humans learned to shape tools, then communities, then civilizations. They built temples aligned with stars, towers that reached toward the heavens, observatories that tried to measure the secrets written in starlight. Bit by bit, with curiosity as their guide, they uncovered laws that had existed since the dawn of time. Gravity, motion, light, energy. Each discovery was like finding a soft footprint left by the universe long ago. And slowly, gently, humanity opened its eyes wider. People realized Earth was not the center of existence. They realized the sun was just one star among billions, and the galaxy, that sweeping river of light across the night sky, was merely one island in an ocean of countless others. The universe grew larger in the human mind, yet somehow, so did the sense of belonging, because once you understand how vast the cosmos is, you also begin to understand how precious every small moment is. A quiet night, a slow breath, a warm heartbeat, a soft drifting of consciousness into sleep. And now, after billions of years, after galaxies collided, stars died, planets formed, oceans awakened, and minds began to dream, the universe has brought you here, to this moment, listening to this gentle flow of words. This moment is not random. It is not small. It is not forgotten. It is a continuation of the same cosmic story that began at the Big Bang. Your heartbeat is the echo of ancient stars. Your mind is a window into the infinite. And your presence, right now, is the quiet proof that the universe remembers how to create wonder. As you sink deeper into calmness, you may feel a soft sense of drifting, like a feather falling through silence, like a leaf floating on still water, like a star moving slowly across the dark. Your thoughts loosen, stretch, soften. They begin to spread out like clouds across a gentle sky. You don't need to hold anything now. Not ideas, not worries, not the weight of the day. Let them dissolve slowly into the vastness of the universe that created you. Because you are safe here, you are carried by the same laws that carry planets in their orbits. You are guided by the same quiet rhythm that moves galaxies. And as your awareness continues to settle, you become part of something wider, softer, older, and endlessly peaceful. You drift through memories older than your body. You drift through histories older than the earth. You drift through silence older than time. And the universe, calm, patient, ancient, holds you gently. Soon we will continue the final part of this journey, not into the past, but into the future of everything, the future of the cosmos, the destiny of stars, the quiet end of time, and your place in the story that never truly stops. But for now, just breathe and float and rest as the universe hums softly around you. And now, as we drift toward the final chapter of this long cosmic journey, a new silence begins to rise. Not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of completion, the quiet exhale that comes after understanding something vast and beautiful. We have walked together through the birth of time, through the rise of stars, through the awakening of life, through the soft unfolding of human consciousness. Now, we float gently into the future, a future older than imagination. The universe continues to expand, slowly stretching like a calm breath being released. Galaxies drift farther apart, their lights becoming softer, like lanterns disappearing in fog. Stars continue their long lives, burning quietly, patiently. Some will swell into giants, some will collapse into tiny diamond hearts, and some will drift into darkness, leaving behind memories carved into space. Millions of years from now, new worlds will form, new possibilities will rise, and somewhere, perhaps far beyond anything we can see, new minds may awaken, look up at their own night sky, and wonder how it all began. Maybe they will tell stories too. Maybe they will dream. Maybe they will feel the same calmness you feel now, knowing they are part of something ancient and infinite. And yet, despite all this distance, all this time, all this cosmic unfolding, there is something deeply comforting. You are here right now, inside the same universe that has been creating, expanding, and dreaming for billions of years. Your presence is not an accident. Your thoughts are not small. Your existence is part of the cosmic story. Every moment of your life is shaped by the forces that shaped galaxies. Every breath is a quiet echo of the Big Bang. Every soft blink of your eyes is made from atoms that once lived inside stars. You are, and always have been, a child of the universe, made from the same fabric as everything that ever was. and everything that ever will be. And as your body begins to relax, as your breathing becomes deeper and slower, you feel this connection settle into you, like a warm blanket of starlight, gently wrapping around your calm mind. The day fades, the noise settles, your thoughts drift like soft clouds. Your heartbeat moves in quiet harmony with the rhythm of the cosmos. The universe is vast, but tonight it feels close, so close that it feels like it is holding you, guiding you into rest, whispering softly, "You have done enough. You are safe. You can let go." You feel your mind floating, like a small boat on a still ocean, carried effortlessly by calm waves. Nothing heavy remains, nothing loud, nothing urgent, only peace, only softness, only quiet drift. And as your eyes become heavier, you move toward the edge of sleep, that beautiful place where thoughts melt into dreams and the world becomes warm and gentle. Before you drift completely, listen to this one truth. The universe is not outside you. It lives within you, in your breath, in your heartbeat, in your dreams, in your quiet moments like this. And no matter how far the cosmos expands, no matter how many stars are born or fade, the universe will always remember the small, tender moment when you closed your eyes and allowed yourself to rest. So now, as we reach the end of this cosmic journey together, good night. May your dreams be soft, deep, and full of starlight. May your mind travel gently across calm skies. May you wake refreshed, peaceful, and full of quiet strength. And if you enjoyed traveling through the universe with me tonight, I invite you to join me again in the next video, where we continue exploring the mysteries of existence, the beauty of space, and the calmness hidden in the fabric of reality. Before you drift into sleep, just one last set of soft questions to guide your dreams gently forward. What part of the universe makes you feel the calmest? Which star or galaxy do you dream of visiting? And what mystery would you like the next video to explore? Think of them softly, let them float like feathers, and allow your mind to drift into a peaceful, endless night. Good night, traveler. Sleep deeply, sleep peacefully, sleep beautifully.